My name is Ivan Anketel-Clifford, owner and managing director of Qualkem Ltd, formerly Repcliffe Chemical Services Limited. Qualkem Ltd is a second generation family business. We formulate, blend and pack liquid chemical products for both B2B business and e-commerce. So at present we've probably got about 50 products on our portfolio, 30 of which we are selling through e-commerce. We've been very keen to take the business down a different route by developing or eco-friendly products, or what I call green chemistry and green packaging. Something that's close to my heart, in that I came from a background of recycling, composting. I'm trying to do a bit for the environment. Our relationship dates back to 2019. At the time I'd just sort of taken over reign of the business and given more freedom to have control over the journey we wanted to go on. At the time it was tough, to be honest. It wasn't a pretty sight. We were trading at a loss, no money in the bank, and I was pretty desperate really. I needed some support. So I reached out to the council to see what was available by way of financial support. I was able to secure 20 hours of free business mentoring advice through Mark Bailey-Smith and Maggie Taylor. And really that ignited everything. It was down to sort of Mark's involvement in improving my confidence and giving me a clear steer on how to generate a growth plan that we really started to go on our growth journey. So on the back of initially working with the council, we were starting to get signposted to other skills support. The support from Digital Cheshire really opened our eyes to the need to instill more digitalisation within the business, more automation in the business. But moreover, it opened our eyes to the need for being on social media, as well as taking our business away from a B2B, but increase our turnover, in fact, by going down an e-commerce route, selling direct to consumer.
So as a marketing manager at Qualkem, I can see the AI courses we did with Digital Cheshire really opening our eyes to what's possible for a small SME using AI. We've actually used it to part of our automation processes within the sales and marketing. So we've looked at SEO content creation, and we've also looked at our back office setup in terms of data trends analysis, which is a task that used to take us hours, if not days, whereas now using AI can help us do that in minutes.
We've been very lucky in the last 4 to 5 years in that we've been able to access grant aid from the council under a number of programmes. One was the Recovery and Growth Scheme back in 2022, and the other one was the Sustainable Inclusive Growth Grant in 2024. The grant funding has enabled us to invest in a dedicated second filling line. This allows us to move away from labour-intensive hand labelling to now applying both front and back labels simultaneously, or for round bottles, wraparound labels, as well as inkjet code bottles, all on the same conveyor. The introduction of the CAP induction heat sealer means we can now secondary seal all e-commerce product lines. This is a mandatory requirement when selling our products on Amazon. By having this investment, we found actually we can increase our productivity on certain lines by 5 times. So we've gone from sort of filling out 1,000 bottles a day to filling out 5,000 bottles a day. I know we can increase our turnover Amazon by, or further increase our turnover Amazon by £1 million by just filling out in 27 days. So what the council support set in motion was a full digital transformation within the business, from the back office through to the production floor. Over the past 6 years since we've been involved with the council, we've seen average sales growth of 30% year on year, which, in the current economic climate, we're very proud of.
So the e-commerce opportunity was exciting, but before we could do anything about that, we had to get our own house in order first. So we completely overhauled our administrative back office. we brought in Unleashed for stock inventory management, Xero accounting software, and A2X to feed our e-commerce sales directly into our financials automatically. So that allowed us to keep track of our stock inventory, our margins, and our reporting. That allowed us then to bring the right people on board to help us on our e-commerce journey, and that's where Dan comes in.
So my name's Dan, I'm the founder of Quiet Giants. I work with small to medium-sized businesses across the whole of the UK, but a lot of local through Cheshire as well, mainly growing their Amazon account. The biggest problem that Qualkem faced was they didn't really have an understanding of the actual mechanics and what was making them money through Amazon. So they basically got a weekly report. They saw a sales number, that was it. They didn't really understand what was making them money on the bottom line. And this was key for me because I'm concerned when Amazon sellers haven't got that understanding because they're sort of shooting in the dark. Within 12 months, we have grown the account by 100% and we now have full visibility of what's making money and what isn't.
Without the support of Cheshire East Council and their programmes, I don't know where we'd be today. The digital world is a minefield and it's changing every single day. The Digital Cheshire workshops alone on AI, Google tools, SEO have been transformational for us. Fully funded support towards capital investment, that's not something you'd want to walk away from. I'd encourage any business owner to pick up the phone. We did, and it's literally changed everything.